Terence Crawford, as a fan, I want to see him fight Boots. That's the fight that I want to see. I want to see that fight.
If you're Team Crawford, though, do you say, yeah, great fight, but that guy, he hasn't done enough, that kind of thing? You know, he hasn't done enough to earn that level of fight with the pound for pound.
Everybody deserves an opportunity. Everybody deserves.
Obviously, bring the same thing that Tank does because he's on another level. He's the only pay-per-view fighter that's out there, you know, around his weight class. You know, so obviously he's the A-side going into any situation. So you just have to wait and see. Guys just have to continue to do what they're doing and continue to raise their profiles to make the fans want to see them match up with a guy like Tank Davis. It's easy to say, not cutting you off, it's easy to say, oh, I want to fight this guy. It's easy to say, oh, I want to fight this guy.
It's easy to say, oh, I want to fight this guy.
But when nobody know who you are, it's kind of hard. You don't really, and I'm just being. They've made their way over to the United States to raise their profile. But right now, don't nobody even know who he is. But he does.
Well. You know, Terence Crawford was right about one thing. The tables have turned. Now, as you guys can see of 2021 versus now, how Leonard Ellerbe was in 2021, it's easy to say, let's fight this guy and get this fight on when nobody knows who you are. You ain't done enough, raise your profile and this, that, and the other. He's on a different level, Tank is. So Tank can't, he can't possibly consider a fight with the guy like Josh Taylor and shit like that. Now, you see him, oh, everybody has to have an opportunity. But you see how when people change their mind due to convenience? See, when it was convenient for Leonard Ellerbe to talk up Tank Davis, you know, to tell another fighter that that is not as marketable, that doesn't make the money, or that doesn't have the star power, it's easy to tell those people, well, hey, you're not good enough for my fighter because my fighter is on another level because he makes more money. Versus now, oh, well, hey, I want to see Boots Ennis take on Terence Crawford. You know, everybody needs an opportunity. Okay, well, where was that energy 2 years ago? Where was that energy when you're putting Tank in there with guys that are unified champions? Where was that? That's what I want to know. And that's the $1 million question, because it's almost like, it's almost like to me, when you stick a guy in there like Terence Crawford and he gets that level and that stardom, then everybody else now wants to come running behind him with all these offers where those guys were nowhere to be found, right? You couldn't find them anywhere when Terence Crawford was calling out these guys. You see what I mean? So I like the idea of switching tables. Okay, how we are turning certain things around and how quickly people are due to convenience. See, what people are doing now, they're looking at Jared Ennis. They're looking at him as a guy that's a savior. They're looking for someone as a foil to Terence Crawford. They're looking for someone that could possibly beat Terence Crawford. So their fighter that they supported won't look so bad because they need somebody. They need Terence Crawford defeated like Errol Spence got defeated. They need somebody that's going to come in and help them out because Terence Crawford is going right at them and he pretty much took everything they have. And it's like, why would you expect Terence Crawford, based on his itinerary, why would you expect him to fight Jared Boots Ennis now? When he already has a rematch obligation to fight Errol Spence due to the contractual obligations. For two, whoever wins out of Jermell Charlo, which is undisputed, versus Canelo, which is undisputed, he fights them. And that fight is in talk. So why would you all of a sudden not have the decency to consider that? In other words, people, if Tank Davis was undisputed at 135 and he challenged whoever the hell was at 140 for the opportunity, but he just beat someone to become undisputed at 135, and he has to fight him due to rematch obligations, don't you think Leonard Ellerbe would have blasted anybody out of the water that acted like Leonard Ellerbe does now? Think about it. The idea of saying or giving some dude or some guy that's very good, that's undefeated, an opportunity would be laughable to Leonard Ellerbe, and he knows it. But I just think it's real strange, guys. It's funny all the way through. You guys tell me what you think of Leonard Ellerbe changing tunes. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!